That lady, same thing. She's like, what is he doing? Welcome to Explore with Dr. Dan. We're here deep in the heart of the Rocky Mountains, looking for molecules from plants that can promote human health. Why would you look for plants in the wintertime? Does that make any sense? During the winter, the bioactive molecules from plants seep deep into the roots, into the stems. And so it's a really nice time to look for plants. And it's hard to look for plants in the wintertime. You have to be on your A game. In order to make sure that I'm on my A game, that my brain is sharp and active while looking for plants, I'm going to do a cold plunge. Cold plunge has been shown in the scientific literature to activate neurotransmitters like norepinephrine to make sure that the brain is sharp and active. So here we go.
Oh, cold enough for you?
When looking for molecules in plants, it's like treasure hunting, and you have to rely on your memory. This meadow, I know this meadow in the summertime. I know about where the wildflowers are. And so what you do in the wintertime is you come here, you try to remember exactly where it is, and you have to dig down through several feet of snow to find the plant, get the root, and then take it back to the lab to analyze it to see what bioactive goodies are there. Way off in the distance, we have a stalk of fruiting body that's sticking up from the plant. And that helps us on our treasure hunt. We don't have to dig all the way down. This gives us a clue. Look at this. Yeah. In wintertime, molecules in roots are enriched, the bioactive molecules. So we want to dig down, see if we can grab a piece of the root, of the taproot, and again, take it back to the lab and analyze it. So awesome. Now that we've exposed the bottom there, I'm going to get my knife and just cut out a chunk. The thing is, we don't need very much. And the thing about hunting plants that can improve human health, we're really passionate about just making sure that we're not using too much. All we need is just a few little chunks of this. With the analytical chemistry techniques that we have nowadays, we can isolate molecules from plant material that is this small. You see the brown there interlaced. So this is a little bit of the root. We're going to dig more out. But what we'll do again, we'll take it back to the lab and analyze. I'm super excited about this. This is going to be so, so fun. We're also going to collect some of this stock. Now you might say, well, it's dead. And it is, but some of the molecules here are dormant. And there's still bioactive molecules. You see here, you see that green in there. That means that it's still alive. That means that chemistry is happening. So we're going to put that in there, and we're going to seal it up. We're going to write allantonin. And the reason I'm writing that is because I know that this species has allantonin in it. And that kind of helps us when we're trying to figure out what bioactive molecules are in the plant. If you start at a place where you know it's already there, you're already far along on the journey. And so you could find molecules that have a similar chemical structure. So this is a good reminder for us as we're starting to do natural product chemistry isolation. That we start with allantonin, and then it gets fun. Then we see what other amazing molecules are in here. So as we're walking in this barren landscape, we notice this beautiful green tree here. This is a species of the willow tree. Willow contains a molecule called salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is great for supporting a healthy inflammatory status in the body. And when it comes to promoting health, one of the biggest need states is to maintain a healthy inflammatory status in the body. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a few samples here. We're going to take some of the leaf, We're going to take some of the bark here. We'll collect just a little bit. We'll take it into the lab, and what we're looking for is other molecules that can support a healthy inflammatory status in the body, that can help with muscle stiffness, and can really help to improve overall quality of life. When you're here in the Rocky Mountains, one of the first plants that you'll notice that forms the ground cover on the mountains is scrub oak. Scrub oak contains a molecule called quercetin, which has a lot of properties in its ability to support proactive wellness. Quercetin is actually enriched in scrub oak during the wintertime, and also some other molecules that have properties like quercetin that haven't been discovered yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple samples of this. You notice these new shoots that are going to form the leaves and the buds in the springtime. We're going to take a couple of these, and you notice we come right at the top here. And what we're going to do is we're also going to grab some older growth here, and we're going to compare it together, because this gives us information about the molecules during the summertime, and this gives us information about the molecules during the winter. So we'll go back, analyze them all, and hopefully we'll find some amazing molecules. Today is the second day of our expedition. We're really excited. We're going to find aspen, chaga, a lot of other really cool molecules from plants. In order to cover the terrain with the large amount of snow that we have and just the vastness of the hills, we're using snowmobiles so we could cover a lot of ground quickly so that we can get to these beautiful molecules in plants. We got ourselves a little bit stuck here. There's about 5 feet of fresh snow, and whenever you get off the trail just a little bit, you can sink. So we're stuck a little bit. We'll be able to get ourselves out, I'm sure, and then we'll get going to go find that chaga. And we're here in the middle of an aspen forest, and as we were driving, out of the corner of my eye, I caught what might be true love. Slow down, and it is. Slow down, and it is. Over here, a beautiful fungus that grows inside aspen trees. And chaga has so many great properties. It's good for immune health. It's good for heart health. One of the things that I'm interested in is called quorum sensing, the ability of molecules from plants to inhibit the ability of bad bacteria to talk to each other. And so there's molecules in chaga, undiscovered molecules that we think might be inhibitors of quorum sensing. So this is so exciting. And look at this big, beautiful bulb of chaga that's just protruding out from this aspen tree. And you can see there's a bunch of different bulbs sticking out as we go up. But look at this. You can take this. A lot of times it's brittle. You know, it comes off. Look at that. It actually has some sap. The liquid there, that's going to have some terpenes and other molecules here. Inside chaga, it's rich in polysaccharides. We want to discover new polysaccharides that can support immune health via this quorum sensing mechanism. The beautiful thing about surging in the wintertime, chaga in the summer is not as active as in the winter. That's really when the bioactive molecules are blossoming inside the fungus. And so this is a perfect time to come here to explore. We're going to take this back to the lab, and we're going to find some goodies. Mwah. One of the reasons we went on this expedition in the first place was to find and study chaga. And so I'm so excited, so grateful that we were able to find chaga in this beautiful aspen. And as such, aspen, you deserve a hug. We love you. Grateful to you for harboring chaga and for all that you do. Appreciate it. As this research expedition comes to a close, the last couple of days we've ridden many miles of trail on our snowmobiles. We've hiked over 1,000-foot elevation. We have braved cold temperatures. Why? Because we are committed to improving human health, to transforming lives. And to do that, we need to collect and discover bioactive molecules from plants in every condition and every climate on the planet. So I'm so glad that you joined us, and hope that you will continue to be with us as we continue to explore and discover new molecules to transform human health.